Hello everyone. Recently, Mr. Madhusudan Kela m- made a 0.545% stake in Genus Power. Let's try to understand what could be the probable reasons because of which he made this bet. One of the most favorable reasons which I could think of was the digitization of electrical meters to smart meters. Government of India is aiming to convert electrical meters to smart meters by 2035, and the approximate target is around about 30 crore households. So maybe this could be one of the probable reasons because of which he made such a big bet. The second reason which I could think of was the massive order book which Genus Power has. It has an order book of around about 25,000 crores. These are pending orders, which basically means Mr. Madhusudan Kela or Genus Power will continue to have free cash flow for coming 5 to 7 years. That is bare minimum. The third reason which I could think of was the exponential growth potential. The company basically has a profitability of around about 95%, and the margins currently stand at almost 90%. Basically, this could be the biggest tailwind for Genus Power. With almost monopolistic kind of business, the entry to barriers are extremely high. I think this could also be one of the reasons because of which he's betting so big. The other reason could be the manufacturing capacity of Genus Power. India is looking India is looking at huge digitization in coming 10 to 15 years. Basically, it could be a decadal theme. And Genus Power's current capacity is of around 2 crores manufacturing line per year. And they have already manufactured and installed around about 10 crores. So if we consider the current target which the government of India has of around about 30 crores of smart meters, Genus Power will end up taking at least 5 to 7 years to manufacture all these meters and then basically install them. So there are multiple confirmations that this bet which he has taken is not basically basis 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, how most of us retail investors think like. He has basically seen a roadmap of almost 5 to 7 years basis these first couple of points. The other major reason which I could think of was the strategic partnership with Singapore GIC. Singapore GIC currently has a stake of almost 15-16% in Genus Power. The biggest advantage to Genus Power from Singapore GIC is it clears its biggest bottleneck, which is unlimited supply of capital. Singapore GIC is basically a wealth fund based in Singapore, and it basically keeps providing the amount of capital Genus Power might need. The other advantage is it is not only capital provider but also a strategic provider. They are also helping Genus Power in technological advancements in similar category of products, not only smart meters but other such products which we will cover later in the video. This could be one of the biggest factor, which is government of India. Genus Power is not a product of an ambitious promoter who's looking to make a monopolistic business. Digitalization is one of the core themes of government of India, and the business is completely based on that theme. So basically, the business has very little chances that it will face bottlenecks, hindrances from government points of view. It is basically based on the theme which government is looking for, which can be an extremely favorable business for Genus Power. On the fundamental front, if we look, the valuations of Genus Power are very, very attractive. The current PE stands at around 16x, whereas the industry PE is at around 30-31x. So basically a huge tailwind there too. So maybe this could also be one of the probable reasons he is so much inclined to this business. One thing which maybe I also like a lot what Genus Power is doing. So they have huge business opportunities in India itself. But then instead of being complacent, they are already trying to move global and increase their footprints. So basically in India, majorly it is electricity or LPG which has got meter connections. But as we move abroad, maybe towards Europe, North America, heating is also has a meter, water also has a meter. And Genus Power is eyeing to these businesses. They want to they are in touch with certain European countries, North American countries, wherein they are helping them to build smart meters so that even that can be digitalized. So it's a very, very horizontal plus vertical growth in the business. They are not moving away from their core business, but expanding almost on what the core competencies they can offer to their clients. Returns and investments have been very, very favorable to every investor. Maybe this could also be one of the reasons why Mr. Kela was inclined towards business. The company has an ROE of return on equity of almost 29%, and the better part is the ROC is at 25%, 24%, which basically means every penny which Genus Power makes, out of that, almost 25% goes back to the business. This is how any significant business runs. If you just keep taking out all the profits away from the business, basically that business never grows. But almost 25% going back to the business is a huge, huge green flag for Genus Power. So, is Mr. Madhusudan Kela betting on Genus Power? In my point of view, he definitely is betting on Genus Power, but he is looking at a much bigger picture, which could be a multi-decadal theme. He is basically betting on India, what government of India is planning to do. If we look at the core themes which government of India is supporting at this point of time, is it is defense, it is digitalization, and it is electrification. And Genus Power basically is amongst one of those themes. And there is no doubt about it. People like Madhusudan Kela understand these things very, very well. So if we look, I mean, I was broadly looking and I could find at least 8 to 10 reasons because of which he would be betting. A lot of people feel trading investment is a gambler's game, but just look the amount of confirmations he might be looking. This is what I am sharing with you are points which I could think of. But I'm sure as the kind of investor he is, he might have 20 more such things before he made this bet. So the objective of this exercise was how do bigger players they look into investments before they make these bets. Maybe having such eyesight or maybe developing such eyesight can help us also to grow such businesses. This is not a buy and sell recommendations. It is just that I thought this was a good investment which Mr. Madhusudan Kela made. We can also have a look into it. That's all from my side. I hope you all find this insightful. Thank you so much and have a good one.